Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the newest Dokkan Festival exclusive Beerus at 55% in the dupe system. We're also going to take a look at our boy Whis as well at 55% in the dupe system. Because these units are just like, they're so, like, you need to use them together, right? Like, it's obvious, right? So we're going to go ahead and rock both of them during this video. Now, you know, usually for like a banner unit like Whis, it's not really a big deal. Like, I'm not worried about showing them at like 55% or anything like that, right? Because it's like, you know, someone is not going to make the determination to summon, like I don't know, on the cooler banner, right? And it's not like, okay, I'm going to summon for STR Cooler on Global because I got to get that Sulza, that Cooler's Armored Squadron. I just got to get them. Like, people don't think that, right? It's like, do I want Cooler? Is Cooler the unit that I want to go for, right? So that's what people think with that. So usually I'm not really too concerned about showing off the like banner unit at 55%. But Whis, again, you kind of really want him next to Beerus. He really brings the full power out of Beerus. And then plus Whis is also like the best defensive unit in the game, or close to it. Now, real quick, one last thing we, of course, are going to do to our boy Beerus is we are going to go ahead and utilize a sticker on him. I have not been using my stickers for the express purpose of using them on the brand new sexy units that come out, of course. So now my boy Beerus is stickered up. Okay. Now, one thing I expect is that units, probably from this point forward, their stickers are going to look a lot better than previous units, right? Because now Dokkan is going to be making and designing these characters with this sticker in mind. That's what I sort of think. So there we go. My Beerus is stickered up. Let me go ahead and level Whis up, and we'll test them out both in some events. Alright guys, so we're here in an event, and I probably shouldn't have jumped into this Beerus event. This new Beerus event can be a little bit annoying in that Whis auto-seals one of your party members the very first turn, right? So we have this would have been great, because, you know, this is 55% in the dupe system. Turn 1 with Whis and Supreme Pie of Time. I would have loved to have seen the damage that he would have put up, but unfortunately he did get sealed here. Now, you know, this is going to be a good showing for Whis as well, right? This video is sort of geared around both Whis and Beerus, because I do think Whis is probably pretty much like the best, like, you know, non-banner, like, well, okay, he wouldn't have had his full passive active on that turn either. 1.2 million, that's 55%. Whis is not a damage dealer. I feel like that's really good. And then every time he dodges, he gets 50% defense, Whis. He's just so crazy. 70% chance to dodge, and then every time he does dodge, he gets 50% defense. Like, what a ludicrous ability. Like, it's so crazy, so crazy. Like, you know, oh, this would have been real nice for that Realm of Gods Super Battle Road. Let me tell you all that for free. Okay, so we are going against a Realm of Gods category enemy, so that dramatically strengthens Beerus, by the way, because that allows him to be super effective against all types, and he does randomly change a type of orbs into rainbow. So, in particular, that's really good for LR Beerus and Whis here, who tend to struggle with Ki. That's their weakness, is that it's difficult for them to super attack. So both my Beerus and the friend Beerus are both 55%. Let's see what damage we do right here. 3.2. 55%. He busts out a 3.2 million attack set. That's turn 1 for him, for that Beerus. That's the first turn he's been there. Like, it's crazy to me, like, how the DOKKANFEST Beerus he just, like, completely shits on the LR, right? Like, LR Beerus and Whis. They look like nothing. They're minuscule in front of this Beerus right here. Alright, so I did bring Kabe on the team. The main reason I did that... Oh, of course we're going to do this. I wish we could see... Okay, so... Okay, dude. Whis is at 76k defense. Every time he dodges, he gets 50% defense. 50! That's a very significant number. 50%. So keep that in mind. So Kabe is going to make our friend Beerus look pretty good right here. Again, another turn where we weren't able to, you know, get Beerus' full passive. That's okay. We'll see, you know, Whis next to Beerus, we'll be able to see what damage. Okay, so that's 50% defense right there. I mean, even if this hits, it's probably not going to do very much. That's 100% defense, 150% defense. Like, he's nuts. 2.5 million without his full passive. You're crazy. And again, because it's Realm of Gods, it's super effective against all types. You are just so crazy, sir. I don't know. I do not know. Man, he certainly feels better than Cooler to me, because like you're taking a look at his defense as well, right? Like defensively he's better than Cooler. Like that's what a lot of people probably don't realize, is that Beerus is a better defensive unit than Cooler. Okay, this is gonna be a good turn right here. So yeah, he's at 84k defense right there, but then he's gonna get 70% attack and defense when he gets hit. I believe the Dokkan Wiki has like all of the different stuff. So after Beerus gets hit, he has a 240% defensive buff. 240% defense on a unit that turn 1 is doing 3.2 million. Like, again, like, you know, when I say like, oh, he seems like he's better than Cooler, like, I'm not just like making that shit up. Like, he's crazy. Because, you know, Cooler does more overall for sure. Like, he's a support type unit. His team, I would say, is probably better. Well, maybe. It's close, because I don't know. I don't know in that. I mean, I probably would say Cooler's team is better, but Expulsion of Anger / Realm of Gods is not weak by any means. And then here we go. Because Beerus is a Realm of Gods enemy, we can easily do this. Tons of orbs for our boy LR Beerus Whis. Keep in mind that, yep, double digits. Yeah, you can't do shit. 3.56, okay. 3.56, that's without Whis. That's not the one with Whis either. That's, this boy is crazy. He's real crazy. And then they're super attacking. They're healing on their 18 key. And then remember, if Whis is on a turn with Beerus, he heals as well. Like, this is just such a potent combo. And they didn't have their passive active right there. It's just like this. This update was very good in that Beerus and Whis are now like 2 of the best units in the game. And it's like, that's kind of the way it should be, right? Like, you know, that's very good. Very good, Dokkan. This, again, even though there was tons of Beerus and Whis units in the game, you know, Beerus, Tech Easy A Beerus was good. The STR Easy A Beerus was good. But now we have like a true, like, yes, you are worthy of being Beerus. So of course, I gotta have Beerus in the first slot to get his full attack buff, right? I would like, you know, to let God Topo be first, super attack and all that, but whatever. Again, let's take a look at their defensive numbers right here. 86k, 55%, huh? 55%. And you're coming in at 86k defense. And it's going to go way up after he gets hit. Like, so stupid. He's such a stupid unit. Let's see what damage... And remember, he's stacking attack every single time he supers, by the way. Like, okay, so now he's going to take double digits. Well, not from this, but from normal attacks, he's taking double digits. I have not done this event... Well, I did do this event a lot, but, like, I blew through it with, like, a Rainbow Realm of Gods team, right? So I've not seen 4.16, 55%. I've not seen how damaging this Beerus is. He doesn't seem as strong as Super Saiyan Goku to me, but I'm not sure. Okay, so... I mean, already, I feel like I've proven that Beerus is ridiculous. He's so crazy. Let's go ahead and test him out on a couple of other teams. Like, you know, that was him in a really good setup. Like, we had him with Beerus and Whis. We had the other one with the STR Whis. So, like, they're keeping Beerus just fed. Like, attack links galore, support, everything. And remember, Beerus does get 150% when performing a super attack. So, he gets big-time buffs from support-type units. But let's test him out on a couple teams. Let's keep going. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the Worthy Rival team. Again, I try and, you know, use the Worthy Rival team as much as I can. Okay, so we didn't really get, you know, this can happen with Beerus, obviously. In order for him to be at his peak power, he does need to be attacked before he attacks, so we're not going to see him at full power. I do love that they did put in the extra effort and gave him his full aura right there. He, like, you know, separates him from the other Beerus cards. This Beerus, again, this is actually very exciting. I don't know, I really like this Beerus, because Beerus is, like, you know, one of the best things to come out of Dragon Ball Super easily is Beerus. Like, no doubt about it. Beerus is awesome, right? And now, like, they really, like, okay, so only 1.29, not the craziest, right? But this is without any support. That's basically him raw right there, because he didn't have his full passive. He doesn't really have any, like, really any of his links besides Fierce Battle, because that 17 doesn't have Innocence. He doesn't have Prodigies. He doesn't have Godly Power. He doesn't have Berserker. So, like, that's, I mean, if you think about it like that, that's just raw Beerus, just his damage, like, with nothing but Fierce Battle. That's kind of impressive, right? And then, obviously, if he had been hit first, his damage goes way up. Okay, so here's Majin Vegeta. You know, I like Majin Vegeta. Like, he's really good. So is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But, like, I definitely do like Beerus way better. I'll just toss that out there, right? Beerus is pretty crazy. He's Beerus is a sick boy. I'm gonna go ahead and transform with Piccolo just because, again, the opportunities to use this team are very few and far between. The only reason I'm even able to use this team right now is because someone was using Piccolo. Here's the thing. If you ever find yourself friends with me in this game and you have your leader as like Piccolo and Android 13 and transforming Vegeta and Hit, you're not going to get deleted off my friends list, right? Like, because like I'm always... Those are the characters, like Piccolo, Android 13, Hit, transforming Vegeta. Can never find them. Maybe like Kid Goku. Well, there's not too often that new units come out for Dragon Ball Saga or Youth. That's the only thing with that. Alright, so Majin and Vegeta, we're not really going to get an opportunity for him to look impressive right here. It's fine. The video is not based around Majin and Vegeta. It's okay, right? It'll be okay. I also did bring that AGL Super Vegeta. He, of course, is a support type unit. He will buff Beerus as well. This blue Vegeta, who's about to get on rotation with Beerus, by the way, the Tech Blue EZA Vegeta, should be a pretty good option with this Beerus, of course, because they are going to share prodigies. And then, of course, the support type, the 30% attack and defense buff that Vegeta's going to give as well. The only thing is that Vegeta, unfortunately, does not have Fierce Battle, right? And we're not going to be able to get Fierce Battle because we want Beerus in the first slot, so that's unfortunate. Okay. So, 96k defense, 55%. We'll take that. We'll take that for sure. Again, one of those situations where I wish Blue Vegeta could super attack first, but, you know, it's not going to work out that way. Then next turn, we'll have Super Vegeta, and we're going to... Beerus' damage is going to go way up. Yep, now he's above 2 million, because he actually has a support type buff next to him. Again, next to Beerus and Whis, or STR Whis, Beerus looks like, you know, the best TUR in the game. Maybe he doesn't look as impressive, but, like, I don't know, Worthy Rivals is such a wonky team. Like, it needs so much. Like, I don't even really know what they could do with it, too. It's like, they gotta create, like unique units for this team. Very similar to what they've done with Secrets of the Dragon Ball. Because it's basically just Vegeta family with, like, Piccolo and Beerus and 17 on it. Like, it's just such a funky team, right? Okay, so we have the two Piccolos together. Oh, we can see where your super attack is going to be. Well, we'll go ahead and let DOKKANFEST Piccolo just go ahead and mop that up. Thank you, my boy. Vegeta is unfortunately not going to get another super attack. Whatever. You know, it is what it is, Vegeta. I'm sorry. Yeah, Majin and Vegeta, you know, there are other over and a flash units, obviously, but I think Vegeta probably, like, on this team, that Vegeta would function better if he was probably holding prepared for battle most of the time. Because most of the good Vegeta units have prepared for battle, right? There's a couple that have over and a flash. You know, I could build, like, the Majin Vegeta rotation. STR Majin Vegeta plus, you know, Tech Majin Vegeta would work pretty well. All right, let me see. What are you going to do right here? Because Piccolo has high defense and he's got the damage reduction. Wow, that's impressive. I mean, that's a lot of damage on DOKKANFEST Piccolo. That's a lot. Oh, we're going to get Beerus' active skill. Yeah, we are. Oh, okay. Here we go. This will be cool. I actually did not anticipate that I was going to get to see his active skill very often in this video, but we got it. All right. So, oh, this is going to be a really good rotation, too. Yeah, because we're going to be able to use Beerus' active skill. So he's going to be super effective against all types. His defense is going to be crazy. Here, let's go ahead and take a listen to Beerus' active skill.
残念だが、破壊するのは僕の仕事なんだ。破壊神をなめるなよ。
Alright, so let's see what Beerus is at now. 127k defense. Whoo, boy. That's without his passive, by the way. So let me take a look at the numbers here. Okay. So Beerus' active skill is also calculated separately for a total boost of 380% attack and 410% defense when all conditions are met. In addition to having all attacks being effective against all enemies, which I believe is like a 1.5 times multiplier for the attack stat. I believe that's what I saw. Okay. And we are going to get that full number, the 380% attack and 410% defense. That's not active yet. Remember, Beerus has to get hit first, which we're about to have happen. Okay, so, you know. This Android 13, by the way, I've talked about it many times, but this is like the hardest Dokkanfest boss right now, because when 13 super attacks, he just devastates anyone in his way. Even this Beerus would get obliterated by a super attack. 4 mil, 55%. Okay, balanced. And again, his defense was like probably 200k or something like that right there. Very balanced unit. That's without Whis next to him. Like, the only link we had active there was Prodigies. That's it. Godly Power, 15% attack. Innocence, 10% attack. Fierce Battle, 15% attack. Berserker, 20% attack. All left on the table. Like, this unit is nuts. Nuts. Alright guys, so now we're on the movie boss slash full power team. I mean, one good thing about this Beerus, you know, a lot of Dokkan Fest exclusives recently have been like this. They're on a ton of teams, right? Beerus is on Realm of Gods, Movie Boss, Siblings Bond, Worthy Rival, Bond of Master and Disciple, and Explosion of Anger. I mean, really, a lot of these teams have been recent, right? Sibling Bond, Worthy Rival, Bond of Master and Disciple, and Explosion of Anger. All within the last year, right? Very, very recent teams. One thing I do hate, by the way, is how they disrespect our boy God Goku. Like, they give us the shenanigans of God Goku not being on movie heroes, yet like every single Beerus is on movie bosses, despite being like the Dragon Ball Super arc and the movie. Like, come on, like, man, just put God Goku on movie heroes, put Vegeta and Bulma on movie heroes. Like, why? Like, if there's like, Dokkan could just do like a bunch of updates, like, just to the category teams where, like, they do stuff like that. Like, God Goku's on movie heroes now. Vegeta and Bulma's on movie heroes now. Vegito, Gogeta, and Kefla are on Pure Saiyans now. Like, just build celebrations around that, and, like, people will go crazy. Like that, you know, then you release a banner with, like, all Vegito, Gogeta, and Kefla units on it. Like, maybe outside of, like, the LR fusions, right? That'd be too, like, the banner would be too good. But, like, just have a banner of all of them. Like, a celebration type thing. And then maybe there's, like, a new, I don't know, standalone blue Gogeta as part of the celebration. Like, why? I'm printing money for you, Dokkan. Listen, like, dog, do that. And again, no one runs the Pure Saiyan team. The Pure Saiyan team is the best team in the game. It's got the best roster by far. No one fucking runs the team. Put Vegito, Gogeta, and Kefla on it. You can do it. It's okay. The game will not be broken. Look at how ridiculous Beerus is, okay? The game will not be sawed in half. There is no PvP or anything like that. I messed up. Wait, no, I didn't, because AGL will give us the attack buff. Yep, boom. There we go. Oh, yeah. All right, so Beerus is going to hit very hard right here. I did use a shoe item to make this happen, but yep, 3.3. It's just nuts. Like, 55%. Okay. And then his defense as well. Yep, see ya. See ya, Goku. Just... finger flick, and you're gone, my boy. So, very, very impressed by what I'm seeing from this Beerus. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I think they did a really good job with him. I want to see him at Rainbow. Obviously, I want to take him into, you know, Super Battle Road and stuff like that, right? Because I have seen, you know, there is sort of discussion. Like, you know, I put on Twitter that I do think Beerus is better than Cooler right now, right? Like, let me see, because, you know, in Rose, here's the thing. I'm a little ashamed to admit, but, like, in Rose has been, like, steadily dropping down my top units in the game list. Like, I probably, you know, at this point, I might have, like, Kale and Khalifa above Rose. Like, I don't know. Rose's still super good, right? But, like, you know, I'm just saying I might have Kale and Khalifa above Rose. Just tossing that out there. I might have Gohan and Goten above him as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Fusions are definitely number one, though. No doubt about that. But, you know, we'll see what happens after I'm able to use Beerus extensively in all these different modes, right? Infinite Dragon Ball history and stuff like that. I imagine by the time it's done, I will think he's better than Cooler, just because he's so much better defensively than Cooler. Like, Cooler's not a defensive slouch by any means, but he's not a defensive god either, right? So keep that in mind. Okay, yep, just another turn where Beerus is going to look silly. Beerus, like, so far, one negative about this physical Beerus is he is literally so powerful that STR Beerus and Whis have not been able to get hit yet. To activate their passive, right? Because they also have to get hit to activate their passive, but Beerus is just, like, incinerating everything beyond belief like this. He's so crazy. Like, you know, come on. Like, we all have eyes here. We could all see how crazy, how nuts this Beerus is, right? Okay. Broly's gonna go nuts on this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Yeah, this is done. So, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put Broly right there. I'm just curious what this attack stat is going to be for Broly with this level of support on rotation for him. What is Dragon Ball Super Full Power Broly's attack stat going to be right here? Very, very curious to see. Wait, does Goku stun? He might. Actually, if he stuns... No, he doesn't. He didn't. 40k is not a lot at all. Let me see what Broly hits right here. I feel like this attack stat's going to be really good. Yeah, 2.6. I mean, considering he might triple Super... It's not bad. I mean, he's not Beerus. But not a lot of units are. Alright guys, so now we're on the Sibling Bond / Goku family team. We'll go ahead and take a look at a couple of more attack stats, you know, using, obviously, active skill shenanigans. Now, I believe I saw that because Beerus gets an attack buff, well, his main attack buff is on super attack rather than start a turn, that, like, something like Brawl would give him a bigger buff than LRB Pan, right? Because Beerus does get the 70% buff as well, like, when he gets hit, but obviously that's nothing compared to the 150% he gets just on super attack. So let's see what attack stat he gets right here. With B-Pan, he's getting Innocence, huh? I don't know if Brawl might have Innocence as well. I don't know. I guess we'll just leave Brawl right here for now. And then hopefully next turn when we get Whis on rotation and Brawl and Beerus, we'll see a bigger attack stat. I mean, 1.9 million right there just linked over with Brawl. I feel like that's pretty good. And again, that's not his full passive or anything like that. And he is stacking attack. That's another thing to remember too, that this dude is stacking attack the whole time. Like, the numbers this Beerus are gonna put out is just like so crazy. And like, he doesn't, remember, like, it's not like he doesn't need to transform. Like, he doesn't, like, it's just, he just comes out swinging. Like, he's really good. And it's like, the Whis, it really helps him out, because with Whis, like, Whis is so good. The only negative is that you can't toss Whis in slot 1, right? If you want Beerus's full potential, you want to put him in slot 1. But like for something like Super Battle Road, I mean, you know, it's like, okay, we'll let Beerus have a 3.5 million attack stat rather than a 4.5 million attack stat, right? And then let Whis just completely tank everything. That probably would be a little bit better, but all right. So let's see what attack stat we get next turn. Then I might skip ahead to a little bit further in the event, and we'll start getting some like active skill shenanigans and stuff like that. And then of course, you know, I will continue summoning and rainbowing them. So far, I've actually had pretty good luck with Beerus and Whis on my summons, so that's obviously a relief. Don't forget they also have a healing link, by the way, Connoisseur, which, again, you could kind of see. We haven't taken much damage, but you can see it sort of kick in right there. Whis doesn't have Innocence, so, like, Links, it would be better to do that, but obviously Beerus' passive would give us the highest buff. What's his defense at? 66k, okay. I love this Beerus. He's so much fun. Like, man, I really hope global players didn't summon on that cooler banner. You know, it's not like I told y'all or anything. And this Beerus banner, by the way, is probably going to be out on global in June before the 5-year anniversary. I would like to point that out. 4.13, nice. Yeah, again, I'd like to point that out, that Beerus, like, very, very likely will be out on global before anniversary. Because Kid Goku last year came out on, what, March 5th? And he came out on, like, June 6th or something like that on global. Well, Beerus is probably going to do the same thing this year. So just keep that in mind. And, like, you know, they didn't change the cooler banner, which I expected them to, right? Namek Goku was still on there. So if the Beerus banner is unchanged, cooler might be back in June on global. And honestly, it would make a lot of sense to me for that Beerus banner to come in June with cooler on it to bait global players into summoning, right? Oh, you used your stones on that cooler and Beerus banner. You know, you might have gotten them, which was worth it, but now the blue fusions are here, right? Like, that's the kind of way that this is going to work. So, I would say there's a very decent chance that that Beerus banner shows up unchanged in June with cooler on it, with Namek Goku on it. So, yeah, really keep that in mind if you're a global player. But, all right, let's skip ahead, get some good attack stats here. Alright guys, so we had Bardock and Gine's active skill last turn. Now this turn we can go ahead and use Beerus-sama's active skill. So now of course Beerus is going to be a filthy, nasty, dirty monster of a boy right here. And this attack stat is going to be very filthy. And his defense is going to be super freaking high, considering how much damage he's going to do at 55 damn %. Defense at 100k, okay, pretty good. Remember Whis, by the way, is giving 50% attack if he's on rotation with Beerus, so the whole rotation. And Whis also heals 10% HP at the end of the turn. So it's just such a brutal combo, because then they both have the Connoisseur link as well, which is healing 10% HP per turn also, because each character will heal 5% from the link, and then Whis is healing 10% at the end of turn. So every turn with this rotation is 20% damn healing. Like, you know, Beerus, I think, is like, you know, so far from what I'm seeing, I think he's definitely the damn best TUR. But like, especially if Whis is next to him. But, that is a tall task because it's like the 2 brand new banner units, right? Having both is, again, a very tall task. So, all right. Yeah, there's nothing else I need to do. Let's just see what Beerus does right here. We'll have his full passive active. We got active skill last turn. We got Brawl right here. Again, it's just going to be craziness. This is 55%, by the way. 55%. 8.24 million. GG. See you later, Goku. Balanced. Very balanced. Very, very, very balanced. Alright, guys. So this is Furious God of Destruction, Beerus. His leader skill is the Explosion of Anger category and Realm of Gods category 3 key. 130% HP, and then attack and defense 170%. Now, what's funny is I've been saying that I think HP and attack is a better leader skill. Someone on the Dokkan subreddit actually made a very good post. I almost want to make a video around it. Just kind of like showcasing the difference, right, between HP 170 and defense 170. And basically the way it works is on normal attacks, like obviously you're going to take more damage, but the extra damage you take from super attacks is not as big as you would think, right? So having all the extra HP is actually much more beneficial, which again is from what I've noticed just playing the game myself. Having the larger HP pool is much more beneficial against these monstrous super attacks from something like Int UI Goku or something like that, right? So preferably they would be HP and attack 170, but Beerus is attack and defense 170. Realm of Gods now, by the way, has 3 legitimate category leaders, just kind of like the Android team. But like, whereas the Android team is, it's the Android team. Realm of Gods is like freaking Realm of Gods, which everyone loves, right? So that is good. That's obviously huge, because then you could build your own Realm of Gods team led by UI Goku or Zamasu, and then you could bring a friend Beerus. So again, that's just good game design by Dokkan, right? By making like so many different like leaders of these teams, it makes it easier for like non-paying players to be able to use them. Because again, like UI Goku's been on how many banners? A million, right, by now? So like, chances are if you've been playing for longer than a year or something, you're gonna have Int UI Goku, and you could use Beerus when he comes out, because you could just use him as a friend. So it's a good system they have designed with these dual leader skills like that. Beerus' super attack is God of Destruction's Edict, which stacks attack, does immense damage, and greatly lowers defense. Obviously, greatly lowers defense is pointless. But, I mean, if he did anything else, like lowered enemy attack, raised his own defense, anything, he would be... It's, like, too much. Like, he's already too much. His passive skill, Battle Between Gods, gives him 100% defense at the start of turn. Then he gets a 150% attack buff when performing a super attack. Then he gets an additional 70% attack and defensive buff within the same turn after receiving an attack, so it only lasts for that turn, right? So you gotta have him in slot 1 to activate that. And then he also randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow, and he's effective against all types if it's a Realm of Gods category enemy. Now, obviously, there are a lot of Realm of Gods enemies. There's Blue Vegeta bosses, any UI Goku, any Goku Black, Vegito Blue, Gogeta Blue. So it is pretty common that you're going to go up against a Realm of Gods enemy, because, like, these are some big-time, like, Dokkan Festival exclusive level characters, right? Super full-power Jiren in the future, is definitely going to be a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR. Like, he's going to be, whatchamacallit? Like, Beerus will have his full power against him. Int LR UI Goku, LR, or not Int, but, like, there'll be an LR Mastered UI Goku eventually. LR, Evolution Blue Vegeta, like, all those units, Beerus will be super strong against. And, like, that, dude, effective against all types, like, on top of a unit that's hitting 4 million plus. I mean, this was, like, all these crazy numbers we were seeing from him, that's what units do rainbowed. Like, this was Beerus at 55%. Like, I am actually very curious to see what the numbers are for Beerus. Like, in terms of, like, most damaging TURs and stuff like that. I actually am very curious to see where Beerus lands on that list. Because it's, like, I know, you're going to want, like, something like Whis or Braw, those types of characters there. But for, like, all those, like, optimal teams, like, those types of units are there anyway. So, like, Beerus, because he gets his attack buff on super attack, it just allows him to hit so damn hard. His active skill, Retaliation, gives him a 50% attack and defensive buff. His attacks are effective against all types in that turn, and his attacks cannot be dodged for that turn. and it can be activated when HP is 70% or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. A ridiculously powerful active skill, because it gives him defense as well. And, like, that's something you'll see in Super Battle Road, Infinite Dragon Ball History, Legendary Goku event. Like, you'll get that ability. So, it's pretty good. And, again, it's one of those things like LR Rose, where LR Rose is absolutely amazing, incredible, even without the active skill factored in. Same thing with Beerus. Like, he's a godly unit, even if we're not really thinking of him with his active skill as well. Beerus's links are Godly Power, Prodigies, Connoisseur, The Innocence, Shocking Speed, Berserker, and Fierce Battle. So one thing that sucks is he does have that Berserker link, which I just feel like we're probably not going to get too often. I mean, you could get it on his own team, right? Like, LR Tech Broly's got it, AGL Broly has it, you know, I guess, like, the Int Kid Gohan has it, he's on the team, you know, Vegeta and Bulma. You know, a bunch of those units do have it that really could be run on the team, but, you know, that Berserker link only activates, what, under 50% HP? Yeah, when HP's 50% or below, so, I don't know. Good links, though. 12 key multiplier is 150%, pretty good. That's what we expect from most of these units, right? And then our boy is on a number of category teams. I do like... See, this effect does look good. Like, Beerus' sticker effect looks good for sure. I'm very pleased with using it on him. Look at his stats at 55%. 14k attack. Okay. Sure. Alright, so he's on 6 category teams, as we can see. This one is, of course, the Explosion of Anger category. There are some very big emissions from this category, such as Cell, Super Boo, and LR Full Power Frieza not being on this. It's just, like, asinine to me. Garesh was ranting about it on Twitter yesterday, and it's like, yeah, the homie Garesh, he had some good points. I agree 100%. Then on here, he's, of course, on the Realm of Gods team. Realm of Gods, it's so ridiculous. Like, the 5-year anniversary hits, and they get, you know, the 2 best units in the game, and then Rose, who's, like, top 5. And then now we need to get this Beerus and Whis in here as well. Like, oh, yeah. Realm of Gods really needed that. Then he's on Movie Bosses. See... I wish his orb changing was all the time. I mean, he probably would just be way too good if he always made rainbow orbs, but that would help out Broly, Chile, and Lemmo, right? Because, you know, I was wondering if we'd get some movie boss orb changers, and sure enough, right away, we got another one, right? Then he's also on the Sibling Bond team. You know, he'll work fine on this team, of course. All the shenanigans with B-Pan and Bardock and Gine and all that. Then he's down here on the Worthy Rival team. We've gotten a couple of Dokkan Fest exclusives lately, but still more is needed on that team for sure. And then finally, he is on the... This is Bond of Master and Disciple right here. A pretty good team, you know, led by Future Gohan. Future Gohan, by the way, is slated to return. I think he will be on the Saiyan Day banner, because he was supposed to be on this Beerus banner. Like, Dokkan has been sort of like, you know, bringing units back in order like that. I guess they just thought, like, okay, you know, Cooler is slated to return on the Saiyan Day banner. Why don't we just swap him and Gohan? And then Gohan is on Saiyan Day. Because even though, oh, he's a hybrid Saiyan, it's like he's still a Saiyan. Like, throughout the series, they don't go, oh, this half Saiyan. Like you know, like Frieza and them, they're like, Saiyan, you damn dirty Saiyan. Like, right? Like, they don't care. So, like, Gohan is a Saiyan. Like, a hybrid Saiyan, I feel like, could be, like, the Dokkan Fest exclusive on Saiyan Day, for sure. It's just, like, a Super Saiyan is probably what we're going to get. So, there we go. There's Dokkan Fest Beerus. Absolutely insane. So far, I would say I do think he's the best TUR, better than Cooler, but, you know, let me go through Super Battle Road. We'll go Infinite Dragon Ball History, Legendary Goku event, all these places. I might take him into an EZA as well. Well, I mean, Blue Vegeta's EZA. That comes out next week. Beerus is like the most important unit for that EZA. Oh, that's very, very nice of them to do. Here, use the new Dokkan Fest exclusive. And, you know, on the Bond of Master and Disciple team, which can only be run with Gohan, who's been on a banner once, right? So, you know, it's fine. Whatever. But all right, there we go. Beerus, stupid. Absolutely stupid. Just dumb. And Whis is pretty damn good, too.